The day of the Michael, the archangel. Bad man. Seriously. No game. Guy plays no games. You know, the leader of the army of the Lord of hosts. Guy doesn't play games, you know. Woo, he doesn't play games. But I bet, you know, y'all gonna probably find out how much, you know, Mike don't play games, you know. Think y'all will very soon. But anyway, back to the lesson at hand. You know, it's a crazy world we live in. You know, the world system has got people accepting all this craziness, you know, all this. I mean, people call it crazy, but they're like, yeah, but you know, it's okay, it's acceptable, and you know, things are going opposite directions is an acceptable direction, and you know, they think that, you know, you can't keep going the wrong way or the right way, or you know. Let's go. But the thing is, you know, it's this crazy is supposed to be something that is unnormal. I think we're supposed to live a normal life, not a crazy life, you know. And people are not really understanding that, you know, idea. You're not supposed to get used to things or getting, you know, drastic and, you know, violent or ugly or, you know, terrorizing. You know, things are not supposed to be as bad as what you think it is, or as much as you allow the world system to make you accept that. No, things are supposed to be normal. Things are supposed to be great because of, you know, a good God, a God that is great, created this world in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. Yeah, I think you know that. I don't know if you know that, but you know, yeah, people that, you know, or still listen to the serpent, you know, got y'all thinking that, you know, confusion and conflict and chaos is supposed to be some kind of normal activity. No, that's incorrect. But I guess it's for y'all to seek that out. All right, that's not the message. I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just talking. But the message, I like this message. Oh boy, I love this message here. Woo, I love it. It's called the reality of the numbers game. The numbers game. Oh, I love the numbers game. Well, I'm gonna talk about, you know, some. I just picked, let me see, the two guys, just two. I might, you know, mess with some of them, but just Gideon in the 300 and the one Elijah versus 450 false prophets. Yeah, the numbers game, you know, and, you know, Jesus said, you know, that, you know, broad is the gate that many will go in the end is destruction. And he said, you know, narrow is the gate, few will find, and they will find life. But, I mean, that quote really pretty much is all throughout the Bible, Bible history, that we see these kind of situations happen, you know, that the few will win, you know, against the many, you know. But, you know, people, you know, still think this many is powerful, you know, this many is great. This many can do great and powerful things because it's a lot of them. You know, people love to look at the numbers game and say, oh, there are many, and, you know, we've been surrounded by other. Oh, yeah, Elisha, you know, Elisha too, you know. The Syrian army surround him, and, you know, he had to pray for the king to open up his eyes, you know, and see the heavenly host behind the Syrian army that's going to devour them. But, you know, hey. But here's the thing, you know, how many times the few has to win throughout the scriptures against the many to understand that the few is powerful. I mean, how many times, you know? How many times it has to testify of these things happening that we're supposed to believe that, hey, these are powerful guys. But when, you know, this world system, of course, and Satan, you know, that's controlling how, you know, this world system operates, you know, got everybody convinced that the many is legitimate. Yeah, the many is all that and then some. Oh yeah, you know, here's the thing, you know, about popularity, you know. Well, let me talk about my transformers and conformers. I did a message on transformers and conformers. Hope you check it out, Mac Johnson Reality. So the transformers are people that, you know, be transformed by the renewing of their mind, you know. They do what is good and holy and acceptable and pleasing to God, and of course that is a few. Yeah, in this crazy world. But it says, be not conformed of this world. The conformers, you know, there's many conformers, but few transformers, you know. And the thing is, you know, so we got this, you know, situation. Everybody's in this situation on earth that they're choosing which side they want to be on, you know. They want to be on the ones that's following mainly the many, you know. And, you know, and I think Babylon means many, you know. But one of the definition of Babylon means many. But they follow after everybody and follow after everybody's opinion and how they see things and how they view things according to, you know, everybody's opinion, you know. Like if someone call you a bad and a terrible, poor excuse of a human being or good for nothing, you know, and they don't like how you look, you're ugly and you're fat and you're terrible and bad. If many people say that, you know, in this world system, everybody tends to believe that, you know, they will believe, you know, that reality, you know, and they say, this is true because, you know, everybody's come in agreement on this reality, you know. How you doing, guys? And the thing is, you know, they say, and they believe it, and they believe it, and they come to accept that. There's that thing. Accept that this is truth. You know what I'm saying? You come to, at first it's believing, they're meditating on what the many are saying, and then they come to accept and believe this reality and say it's true because many people are saying it. So, you know, a few people come by and say, you know, you're a wonderful person, you're a good looking person, you're kind, you got great potential to do great things, you're, you know, wonderful person inside and out and all that kind of stuff. If you come and it's like, you know, I don't believe them because it's not enough people are telling me that, you know, I am a wonderful and successful person. So, you know, let's not accept these people, you know, not accept the people that's telling me that I can do great things, you know, and I can be a better person. No, they're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. Well, people, you know, been playing the numbers game, that kind of numbers game in this world for a long time, you know, and still playing that numbers game. And guess what? I just testified to you that, you know, few won this one, few win this one, few win this one, you know, win against the many so many times, you know. I just caught it what I just said. Few just win against the many so many times, and it's like, you know, but this world system, of course, operate in spiritual darkness that got you believing that, you know, see, and that's what the problem of the situation is. You know, this world operate in a system of darkness that got darkness being valued as a great thing. Darkness is a great thing. I mean, look at everybody's getting ready to enjoy Halloween, a place that's all about killing and, you know, darkness, death, and graves, and monsters. Something that is dark, people love that, and they're going to participate in that. But yet, they will if they go to a funeral and their loved one died, they're crying and mad and angry and frustrated. But you was worshiping a day that is about Dracula coming out of the coffin. It's funny, people can hate to have fear in their heart, but they can celebrate fear. Darkness, nonsense. There you go. But they will participate in this activity, not because of the darkness. Not because of the darkness. It ain't really about the witches and goblins and whatever they got and stuff. But it's because many people are doing it. That's why they're participating in it. The many is winning again. Once again. And the thing is, here we go again. But now the God, Elijah, the one person, the one true God, went against 450 guys, 50 prophets. But guess what? They was trying to, in this contest, who's going to win? Who's going to bring down rain? Who's going to win the contest? Elijah, of course, challenged them in the sacrifice, because Elijah is one, that's one with the one true God, I hope he caught that one. But 450, prophets against, Elijah. So the prophets went first, and the prophets, they're doing some, kind of trick, and Elijah's picking at them. He literally picking at the guys, doing, where's your God? What's going on? He's picking at the guy, picking at the people, picking at 450. Oh, you would be like, oh, the 450 is going to beat me up. Oh, the 450 is going to bring the rain. Oh no, I'm going to lose. If you're in darkness, you would be thinking that kind of way. But Elijah, of course, he's one with the one true God, put down the sacrifice, you put the 12 wood and the 12 stones and the 12 that represents order, because he understands it's all about order that will bring down the power of God from heaven. And then bam, the fire came in there, and then, the guy sent a servant to check. He checked 7 times, 7 times, and on the 7th time, a cloud came. Watch this, y'all. Watch this few thing. A cloud came in the size of a man's hand. A cloud that looks like few is in there. A few cloud. That few little cloud. Like, what is this few cloud gonna do? Oh, you didn't know the game. You didn't understand the Gideon thing. You didn't understand, how God can take a few and defeat many. Oh, you didn't know what's going to happen. Oh, he's going to win. But if you know the things, how God used a faithful few to, many are called, that few are chosen. Is this few that God will use for his glory to do his work. You don't know what's going on? Oh, you in the darkness. You need to get in the light so you can know what's really going on concerning the few. The few is going to come with the truth, and it's going to win against the many lies. And let me talk back about the 450. You know what they were doing to try to really provoke their God to do things? They were cutting themselves to provoke their God to doing things, cutting their flesh. Now if 450 are cutting their flesh, and you like to follow the many, would you be cutting your flesh along with those 450 people? No, I don't think so. I don't think none of y'all that follows it, worship concerning Baal. If you look in the light, if you're in the light, you will cut. But when you are operating darkness, it's all about causing harm and afflicting your flesh, afflicting yourself. You're afflicting yourself with drugs and alcohol, all kind of stuff. But when you come in the light, it's all about making you, healing you, making you a better person. All right, that's the message. I hope you be part of the fit. If you, God be the glory and for his name. Amen.